everything. So I stayed on the field like non-stop.
That's a fact.
And like I said, most people that fucking say, well, I ain't going nowhere. I want to play my position. I want to be able to develop. I had a mindset. I just wanted to play, man. I want to stay on the field.
So anywhere they put you, you was like, hey, fuck it.
Yeah. As long as I'm on the field, as long as I'm out here with my boys, we giving it all. That's all I wanted to kind of, just to be out there, man, amongst it all. It was nothing like being on the field. Nothing. Nothing.
That's
like
a fact.
Yeah, so
all right, so out of all the positions, what positions you like the best?
All the positions I like best, it would have to be, who would I do? Cause I'm a little man, big complex, you know what I'm saying? I want to be amongst the giants, you know what I'm saying? I'm not scared, I'm not gonna back down. So me being on the front line was I have to say, I like it more, but I mean, for my size, I would have to say strong safety. Because you can see the field a lot more. I mean, right there, it's almost like a linebacker, but you can also play in the coverage and whatnot. So I would say strong safety. That's the most.
That's a fact. That's going right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. This is episode 53, and I'm sitting here with my special guest, class of 06 football alumni. He went to West Craven High. He played linebacker, strong safety. Basically anywhere you put him, punt return, kickoff. And he responsible for a lot of those YouTube videos you see me and the young athletes in. He responsible. This is the man that made them. And the mural at Jumping Jive Battlefield. This is the man right here that created that mural right there in the gym, Mr. Mike Brown. How you, big bro?
Good.
Yes,
good.
sir.
It's a blessing, man, just to be, especially right here, man. Yeah, I'm just watching you growing up. What you doing in the community is big, man. Daggone,
I appreciate
it's
it,
amazing, man. You're doing great things, man. I just wish you more in the future. So.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate it, man. But you doing big things in the future, man. You doing big things now, man. So talk about how you develop yourself and into doing so many things, man. Because like I said, you created my YouTube videos when I was in high school, my highlight videos, and now you're doing paintings. And then when you was back in 06, 05, 04, 03, you was a football player yourself. So talk about the development you growing up from then until now.
I mean, well, I would say that over the years, I mean, I've always been a creative person, creative at mind. Man, just when it come to painting, when it come to music, whatever it may be, it comes easy because that's just the way I think. It's just the way I, process everything. It's just like beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But as far as the football thing, it's a whole different mentality. Man, when it comes to football,
you talking about, man, 15, 16 years ago, man, when he was playing, man. It's 2020, man. He graduated in 06.
Yeah. So, I mean, that all come back from my roots, from my Cove City roots, from Cougars. Shout out to Coach Blue.
That's a fact.
He kind of put that in me, making me just on the football just a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the mindset to go get it, any means possible, man. Just do it. And I kind of took that from just the football into, like I said, the art and everything, and kind of the focus and just drive and push. Whatever I do, I try to do it to the utmost. Man, so I was just thinking about the videos I made. I mean, it was just like, man, just seeing Demetrius, seeing Big Red. It was like I had to do something, man. I got to get them out because, like, at the time, YouTube was just starting.
It was just starting to get its attention.
And I said, well, man, you got to see. I said, they got to see this kid, man. You were doing it. You had a high time. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, it's too much flavor going on right now, man. And not for everybody to see what y'all were doing at the time. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just another thing that I was used to.
But not just us, though. You had a video for your sister, Nasidra, Jamie, Jasmine. I mean, them girls was bad too, man.
I want everybody to see that, man. Yeah. Because what y'all was doing was special. Because I didn't get a chance to, YouTube wasn't around.
Yeah, when you was coming
there. Yeah. So I would have loved for somebody to put me out there and put me on the main screen. and say, man, wow, what they doing down in Vansboro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I looked at it like that. You know, I just want.
I really appreciate you, bro. For
Yo,
real,
for
man.
sure.
I really appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah, I said, well, man, it comes naturally. Whatever. I mean, I've been drawing since, I would say, as far as the creative side, I've been drawing since I was probably, I can remember, probably 5 or 6 years old. And that all come down, believe it or not, my brother, Big Miko, he used to draw, and I used to try to copy him and everything, and try to pretty much be like him in everything he did.
That just come from being a little brother, yeah.
Yeah. You wanna be like Big Brother. I mean, he was a man to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was my biggest hero. So
that's a fact. He was bad too.
Oh yeah,
he was bad.
We talk all day about that.
Yeah, man. And we will. We are. That go right. He was bad, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Just it's easy, man. When it comes to that. The painting. Speaking on the painting, it was that was my first mural I ever did.
Stop it.
First mural I ever did. I never did nothing like it.
That junk is amazing, man. Yeah. That mural is amazing. When I first walked in there, I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
You got the Duke, the Carolina, the Rivalry, the West Craven New Brand, then you got the Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, all that. I was like, oh my goodness, man. But the thing that amazed me most, man, you wouldn't believe it. What? The SpongeBob. Oh, you know, that's my favorite cartoon. I was like, oh, he did that. I was like, he did that. I don't know what made you think to put SpongeBob.
Everything, my culture, this my childhood, that's my upbringing. SpongeBob was
everybody's
favorite cartoon.
That was my favorite cartoon. When you did, I said, oh, he did that. Oh my goodness, man.
And it's still in progress. It still work. And big up to Miss Tracy for allowing me to do that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Man, it's just an amazing opportunity. Like I said, I wanted to put everything that was kind of big to me. She told me to go at it, and I went in. You know, you got to have the goat up there. I know you gonna say Brian the GOAT, but I ain't gonna speak on that.
Hey.
But you got King Brian up there. You got Kobe, big up to Kobe.
But that's the great. Hey, Kobe Bryant.
The Mamba.
Oh my God.
If it won't, I mean, Kobe is just like I said.
That's the real GOAT.
Yes, the real GOAT.
That's the real.
The hardest man.
Oh my
man.
man.
Like working, hardest working man on the planet, working everything. His work effort is
unlimited, man.
Best. So
the best, yes sir. Then you had Jordan right beside of him.
Yeah, I had to make sure they had the three. Yeah, the 3 Trinities, I called it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's a dope painting, man. That's a dope painting. But now, I want to transition a little bit, man, because you done mentioned a lot of little names here and there about your family. Yeah. Man, you got a special family out there in Cove City. So just tell the people about your family, how you grew up out there in Cove City from being a child to now.
Well, you know, I grew up in, everybody knows Cove City is a small town, but we, you know, a small town with big heart.
That's a fact.
I grew up in a small house, but I had my grandparents, I had my mother, I had my aunts, I had my cousins. I had my cousin Corell, I had my cousin Kiki. I had my brother Miko, I had my sister Nashisha. And then all around that, I had cousins for dozens. You know, we all, we all came together. I consider them all my cousins and brothers, and whatnot. And we did everything together. So when it came to just like sports and all, man, we dirt ball. We running, making up games. We stayed active. We stayed running around. We stayed doing anything to stay active, stay in shape, and that's all we did. And speaking of like Omiko, it's just like everything he did from a youngin'. He was a baseball. He was a baseball player. He was a football player. He was a basketball player. He was considered in my eyes like the Bo Jackson.
Yeah. The stories, man. It's
like an urban legend when you hear about this guy.
That's a fact, though. That's why I be like, man, he couldn't really be that bad, man. But just, man.
If you go back to the numbers, you be like, okay,
he was real.
Yeah. So seeing that, growing up in that environment, and not only him, but like I said, I had plenty more cousins that was just as good, and it was just seeing that, you want to step into that shadow and say, look, I want to be just as good, or I want to be like him. So everything from like I said, once he got to high school, I kind of mimic him. Like I was trying to be just like him.
Yeah.
And you know, just thinking about it, it's like, okay, after that freshman year, you try to be like him, and then that sophomore year, it's like, okay, you do some pretty good stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start to find your identity.
You start to find yourself.
Yeah, find your identity, and you just, you know, you find yourself and trying to, okay, what can you do good? What can you like attribute to the team? And I mean, mine was just always work hard. You know what I mean? Try to prove the doubters wrong. Like I said, I had a huge chip on my shoulder. Man, I was 160 pounds in high school. Look at me now. I'm all about lifting weights and stuff. You know what I mean? I wish I had the same mentality back then, but you know, but the dog that will never leave. But that now she after seeing that, I think it's almost like a domino effect. It's like a domino effect. You know, I see my.
I'm looking dead in the camera. Look, man. This girl was bad. I seen it with my eyes. This girl was bad, man. This was the baddest track female athlete that ever walked through West Craven High. I said it. I don't care what nobody say. She was the baddest track female athlete that ever walked through West Craven High. I seen it with my own eyes, man.
But she still can't beat Big Brother though. So you know.
I
had to throw that in there.
In her prime,
yeah,
Big Bruh, she will give you a run for your money. In her prime, I seen it with my eyes, man.
No, seriously, like that. Just everyone's in the family.
That's a fact, man.
The athletic, you know, it all starts with my mother. My mother was a pretty good basketball player. I mean, she's in the Hall of Fame for West Craven.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just running and everything.
It just trickled down.
It trickled down. It's almost like
it didn't miss nobody.
Just like your brothers and your sisters.
Yeah.
You know, once it's in your bloodline, it's hard to not try to screw away from. You know, you can't screw away from it.
Yeah, because it's there.
Yeah.
It's in your everyday life.
Yeah, so shoot, man, she did amazing things on the track and field, and then man,
she was also playing ball too, man. Oh my God.
She amazed me with some things that she did. I'm like, the heck on, like, who she get that from? You know what I mean? You know, who she get that from, man?
Hey.
You make you question, but shoot, it's crazy. I'm just thinking about all
your family history.
No, I'm just
crazy,
thinking about
man.
when I was playing with your brothers back in the day. You know, playing with Big Ant. That's another one. He kind of kept me like straight, like nasty on the field. He always get in your ear, like, you gonna get this top? I'm like, man, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. I end up with probably 10 to 12 tackles a game messing with that guy, man, because you know you need people like that in your corner that kind of push you. And whoever I'm around, that's what I tend to do. Like, he was a mentor to me, and like I try to mentor to other people, and just kind of whatever you go out and try to achieve. You always need somebody in your ear to kind of give you that nuggets or give you that push and whatever that is. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Sure.
So, within doing all this stuff, videos, painting, the mural is one of the most amazing things for me to do. I'm gonna get into a little bit the mural.
Yeah, go ahead.
Start with the foundation. How did you come up with what was you gonna put up there?
Oh man, after you know, it hits everybody. When Kobe died, it did something to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It did something to the
Black
whole
mama.
world.
Yeah.
And she came to me with that idea of she wanted something with Kobe, and it was like in that gym. So I said, oh man, most definitely. You know, I had to step in and try to give it my best because he's like an inspiration to me as well.
Yeah.
I told you, I mean, speaking on that, I told you. So, that's my little man.
Yes,
He had to come over and see me.
That's a fact.
So, speaking on Kobe, man, like, you know, his work effort, his drive, you know, he always go at it full steam ahead, and I
like
kinda,
all the time though.
yeah.
Man.
So when she gave me the opportunity, she said what it was. I said I had to go in just like that mural. Like, who I'm picking it up, then I'm gonna go in for. Like I said, it was my first time even doing it.
But it doesn't look like his first time.
Cause I sketch. I mean, pen and paper I'm the champ. I feel like I'm the champ.
That's fact. That's a fact, though.
But when she said paint, I said, no. You know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
But did you sketch it first before you put the paint in?
I sketched it over, went over with like a basic, you know, flat paint, and then took my pen and my paper, or whatever. I mean, my pen and my pencil. Did an outline, looked at my phone, had to go from looking at the phone and eyeing it. It was like, okay, we're gonna see if we're gonna make this come to life. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking like on paper. On paper, you can kind of size it up, but you gotta make sure everything is proportional when you're going on the wall. And it was like, at the thing, it was a learning experience for me. Like I said, it was a learning experience for me to just kind of go and tackle that. So, man, the wall, and it's still not finished. That's the crazy thing. It's not finished. No, it's not finished. I mean, I must add some more pieces in there. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get everything I feel that's in my body that needs to be on that wall. And I want
it's not finished.
And I want every generation to see, you know, what goes on in his mind and what gave me inspiration throughout the years. You know,
It's not finished.
Yeah, because seeing the kids going in there and practice every day, I know they probably like, man, Cove over there, you got LeBron.
And then when we was going in, I was like, man, this wall. Every time me and Corey Wilson, that's all we talked about. Mooking is like, man, look, he get his thing on this wall right here, man. Yeah. Like, this wall is nasty, man. For real, man. That junk is. I appreciate you for that, man. Yeah, That's the mural, the presentation, man. It makes the whole atmosphere different when you walk in the gym.
Yeah. That was my photo intent, and just make sure it was an eye catcher. I wanted everybody to look at the wall like, wow, okay. I like this. Just you know,
put every part of the mix in there.
Yeah.
From the community to the whole world, from the NBA to the high schools to college to man, you did your thing on that.
When I think about rivalry, you think about the Duke and Carolina rivalry. It was true. West Craven and New Bern was just.
It's just like that. When I was in school, buddy, oh my man. Back in the day, it was.
we were trying to kill each other out there, but
That's a fact.
It made it fun, man. It made it just that much better and more competitive.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I know. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm working on him, trying to develop him right now. Be practicing in the yard with him, and that's another thing I'm trying to tackle. Maybe eventually trying to mentor, try to coach, man.
Daggone right, man. We need more people like you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Get involved, man.
For sure, man.
Get involved, man.
You got me like that, man. I'm like, man, this knowledge, man. Why not? I mean,
daggone
we
right.
got to do that. That's our responsibility to pass that knowledge on to the kids, man, so they can go through life like, okay, I got a little bit of, they kind of get me to get past.
Especially when they
man.
his age, man.
They trying to figure it out, because I had to figure it out. It's just like everything I did. I never went to school for nothing. Not saying I'm taking away from education. Education is important, but I always was self-taught. I mean, even from the drawing, from, like I said, working out, everything I had to do kind of basically on my own. I had to try to figure it out.
That's a fact, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, what's next for Mike Brown? For Mike B, you already done tackled videos, painting, sculptures. You done, man, he said it ain't done.
It ain't.
But if you ask me, it's a masterpiece already.
No, it ain't done, man, because I'm so, that's another thing. That's that COVID. I just, I want it to be perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
To the T. So, man, I'm working on a clothing line. Believe it or not, I've been working on it for about 2-3 years, most likely. I mean, I'm trying to get it out. I see a lot of people, what they doing in the community. I'm looking at the Cherry Boys. With the, Flight Scully is blowing up.
Swanky is blowing up. I got it on. For sure. I got it on. I got Swanky on.
And speaking on that, man, in high school, I was doing that too, man. It was like, and to see them doing it and the way they doing it, it's like, I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love everything that's going on, and even the music, I love everything that's going on in New Bern.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of talent, man. So many different fields, man. A lot of talent in every field: rap, music, drawing.
Exactly.
putting out shirts, lashes, females, food.
You see so much talent right now.
Blogging, YouTube, man. It's just so much talent in New Bern, man.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time, man. It was a matter of time, and I just, like I said, I just look at all of that and it's just like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do, man. That's just keep me edging on and make me want to keep doing more stuff. Like I said, the clothing line and working on that.
That's
I want to make sure that's perfect when it come out. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, I'm got a picture on.
That's a fact. You already know it. That's a fact, boy. That's a fact. So here's my last question. They're gonna be mad at you, but I don't care. Give me the best football player to ever walk through West Craven High in your opinion.
Best football player to ever walk. Only man I want to say my brother, but you know I gotta be honest. Let's see. The best football player to ever walk.
You all right, I'm gonna give me the best offensive player and the best defensive player.
Okay. You know the best. I gotta say Justin Hardy, man, because
On which side? Okay, he played both sides.
Offense.
Offense.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Seeing him.
Shout out to J-Rock.
Seeing him from a young, he stretched out. But defensive wise,
So you got J-Rock on offense being the best football athlete on and go through West Carolina. Who the best on the defensive side?
I seen a guy named Gerard Cherry. Not Gerard Cherry, but Gerard. You know where I'm gonna go with my bro? I'm gonna go with my bro Levon Blunt, man. Big boy, nasty on the D-line. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for me to say who's the best player ever for like on the football field because we always
Special in your own way.
and I will never want to pick nobody over. So it's kind of hard to come up with that. But man, if you want to make a list for the hardest hitters.
It might be.
No, you might want to go that route, but other than that, I mean,
Hey, I heard Sack was out there hitting too now. My big cousin now.
another one. That's what I said. It's hard. Like far as defensive wise, it was so many, dogs, man. They was all there at the same level. Ridiculous, man. Sack
So
was
many,
amazing.
man, so many athletes to West Craven High, man. But if you're gonna talk about one of the hardest hitters,
Oh, hey, I'm right here.
there you have it. There you have it. That's the end
Yes.
of the 53rd episode of the Joshua Cuthbertson Show with one of the hardest hitters to ever go through West Craven High, the man that created our YouTube videos, and the man responsible for that mural that's in Jumping Jive Battlefield, Mike B. We out.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. Please continue to show your love and support by clicking the subscribe button below the video. Check us out next week on the next episode of the Joshua Cuthbertson Show. We out.